Hello, I'm Linus. I remember we promised a follow-up video on the Amityville house and such about that. I know you guys would probably have liked to see the interior of the house. Um, and Unfortunately, uh, I wouldn't dare to open up the house because things have gone completely bananas. Uh,
Okay, could you please explain what has happened with the you say bananas? So what exactly has happened?
Uh, for example, you get close to the house and it feels like when you're close to a living person, and that's creepy. And another thing that has happened, um, I have got several calls in the middle of the night. No one was there when I answered, and um, like I say,
Uh,
this is really creepy, but it was 3:15. 3:15. Those
Three
who
fifteen a.m. Night.
night. And
And who was the caller?
No one.
Restricted number.
Restricted number. Yes, restricted number. And
And how many times did this happen?
uh, first my personal phone,
Yeah.
and then right after that it was my working phone, my job phone, and that one I haven't given out the number to any one of my friends.
Yeah.
So there's very little people who could have done that as a joke, practical joke or something. And then it started all over again. I went up and it started calling in my ordinary phone, my private phone, and as soon as I answered that one, it immediately started ringing in the other phone, the job phone. When I was going down to the toilet because I was
Uh,
needing to go to the toilet, I light up the hallway out there, and the light bulb just poof, it
okay. The light bulb. Oh.
went out. And
Well, earlier you said something about. You said it feels like a living person. I mean, this house feels like a living person, right?
yes, right now it's okay because
Could you describe the energy? I mean, at one point you started to build to construct this Lego house.
yes, at the beginning,
When,
what's
when when
happened?
did that occur? I mean, when did you feel that this turned it into something more than just a pile of Lego, and it kind of turned into some?
The second day I was working on it, I had just finished off the basement, and
Okay.
I had started work on the facade
Mm.
on the first floor, and I didn't take it seriously. I was a bit afraid already to begin with when I made the first video, but
Okay.
I then no really weird things had happened yet.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, when I was building on it, I felt
Yeah.
like there was um, I always I felt like, oh my god, I reached the point of no return.
Okay.
Now I had come this far on it, and I will have to continue the work.
Yeah. And
And
I can
you
also
heard it?
share some information. Yeah, I heard it. I heard it. No, I heard the sound. I can also share some information about this house. The reason why I'm not getting closer to this house is because there's like this energy field is like here, and you can say I'm bullshitting you, but that is not the case. I'm really not bullshitting anyone. There is something weird about this. I mean, I know it's made of Lego. It's physical. It's plastic.
It could have been made of airwax,
Yeah, it doesn't matter
but
because I know this is okay for a fact. This is Lego, okay? This is plastic, this is physical, right? But it's as if it's surrounded by a shield, some kind of energy shield, and that is not made of Lego. So it's like some kind of energy field is actually using this house.
As a vessel.
Yeah, as a vessel. It's like the original house in New York is on Long Island is using this as a miniature version of the original house. So this energy doesn't.
Which time did you get a phone call?
That was 9:15 a.m.
And what is that?
Our summertime, that's 3:15 Eastern time.
Yeah. It's like the real house actually called.
Yeah.
And that's maybe even more creepy. And so you can
Could you please tell me about the windows on the back side?
Yes, I was taking some pictures of the house and
I don't want to get too close, but
but I realized that
it's okay. It's okay. Can you show me?
Yeah, I realized that one of the windows on the back of the house was
Okay.
like that was some conversion.
Okay, careful.
Okay,
I see it.
One of the windows on the back of the house was open, half open, like.
And how do you think that happened? Do you have any theory on how?
I had a theory because I'd been working on the inside of it, so I had the upper floor removed, and then I put it back, and I thought it might have been like the air pressure when I put it back.
Yeah.
But then I realized that no way, because it's Lego. It's not very solid. There are so many ways where the air will come out.
Can I ask you something? Do you have any advice to
yes
people or children?
Yes.
Who
I want to come to that. Ralph, can you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I have been looking at other videos by other YouTubers, and I was shocked to see that there are also very young people trying to build an Amityville house in Lego, and no matter if it's Lego or other materials, but there was one kid, I think he wasn't more than like 8 or 9 years old.
Okay.
And he had built a small model of the Amityville house. There wasn't many viewings.
And you think the same thing could happen to...
I wouldn't say that it will happen, but I would just say stuff the model away. Don't destroy it. Anyone who built a model of an house, never destroy it, because that is dangerous. And just put it away somewhere, and hopefully it's in such an early stage that it won't happen, because I've been into this case for so many years.
Since you were a kid, right?
Yeah, since I was a kid, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
You mentioned something about it feeling like a prophecy or a calling in life to...
Almost. I had dreams about this house before I started building it.
When you were how old? 7 years old? 6 years old?
First times I had something to do with this house was when I was in the video store, when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And then there was, back in those days, it was like always this part of the house with the high windows in the video store. And back in those days, we always dubbed the titles of the horror movies completely silly. So back in those days, it was named Huset som Gud glömde, which is translated back to English, the house that God forgot.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have... There was no Amityville in the name of the movie.
Yeah.
So when I started, when I was like 11, started reading about real horror stories, those hauntings.
Yeah.
I read about the Lutz family, and about this haunting in Amityville. I was fascinated by the house that God forgot.
Yeah. So
And I was fascinated about that story as well. Both of those two stories fascinated me the most. But I didn't even know it was the same. I also heard that.
yeah, it was.
So
No. It's okay. It's okay.
And it's
Yeah.
however so I've been involved in this
You know what?
doors, something like that.
I'm just gonna move away a little for a little while. I don't want.
I don't think I'm allowed to use the word I almost said on YouTube. Whatever. No matter what. So.
You don't want to stand there either.
Friends. Yeah.
So your plan was to create a Lego house, a version of the Amityville house, but it turned out to be something different, more than you expected, right?
Yes, much more than I expected.
And actually, that's very stupid of me to ask because I already know that answer, and that's the reason why I don't want to stand close to it for a longer period of time. And trust me, guys, I'm a skeptic. I don't believe in bullshit, but there's certainly some kind of energy surrounding. It's of course invisible. You can say I'm a freak. You can say I'm crazy. I don't care what you think.
You could also watch this video like 50 times. You won't say a ghost in it or something like that. I don't think so. No. But anyway, those kids out there who have started building like that house, you're probably not in any danger at all. And but never try and build that house again. Just put it away and don't do just that house again. I mean, you could build, like, if you're into horror, build the Psycho house. You can build a house from Hellraiser.
Build anything, but not this house.
Yeah, you can build exactly Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Jigsaw traps and everything. But it's a good thing if we stay away from this one.
Okay, Linus.
Yes.
Thank you very much for this presentation.